Hey there, it's Mary Kravitz, and well, like most of us, when the pandemic hit, I pretty much just freaked out because my number one way of generating clients is through speaking, and for a couple weeks there, I thought my whole speaking calendar was going to clear. In my mind, I felt like I was facing, like, literally that my whole business could shut down. Well, so hence the freak out, of course. Eventually, I did take a breath. I kind of settled down a little bit and thought, okay, so I need to diversify my client generation efforts, clearly. And the easy solution that popped to mind right away was referral generation. It's easy, it's cheap, I can dig in right away. Now the problem is that the very next thought that ran through my mind was, ugh. I mean, the way I'd always done it and the way I've taught it, which is effective, but that yucky feeling in my stomach was like, okay, so now I got to get back onto making phone calls, asking people, who do you know who could use my services, feeling like I'm asking the same thing over and over, if I even remember to make the calls, that is, and wondering if people feel like I'm bugging them because I'm contacting them all the time. It just felt so awkward, but because I felt like I was facing potential financial disaster, I had to ask myself, do I gut it out, or is maybe there another way, a creative way to do this differently? So in a burst of creativity, I started tackling the problems. I thought, okay, so there's three things. There's the awkward conversations, because asking made me feel like I was making other people uncomfortable. Doing the outreach calls would fall off my radar. That's the second thing. They'd fall off my radar all the time, probably because I had a lot of resistance to it. And then the third thing was I felt like it was all about me. So as I was sitting with those problems, I pretty quickly realized that there are some simple solutions. I needed a more collaborative approach, so I wasn't the only one benefiting. I needed some structure to keep me accountable and consistent. And then I needed some word choices that really felt awesome, really connecting with other people. And so I came up with an idea and I started testing it out. I referred to it as my mad experiment, and I tested it out for a couple of months. And what happened, it actually took me by surprise because I actually, in about 8 weeks, generated more referrals than I had in all of 2019. And then my clients who had participated in this mad experiment, they were seeing the results I was getting, and they were like, Mary, you got to teach me. You got to tell me how to do it. So we've caught up to today. That's why we're here today. So the program you're considering enrolling in gives you everything that I developed. You can read all the details on the page, but I did want to fill you in on one thing that I think is really important about all of my courses. Now, a lot of my there are a lot of programs out there on marketing and client generation, and they try to justify their expense by adding more and more and more content, endless videos, more audios, another handout. And the problem is when you get buried and bogged down in content, it actually delays you getting results. So you get bogged down in learning mode instead of launching into action so you can be generating business and income faster. And what you need to know about my programs is I don't do that. With my programs, I find that I can serve you at the highest level by giving you less. Yeah, I know, even saying it sounds kind of weird, I get it. But how can I claim that less actually is more valuable to you? Well, it's because I eliminate all of the unnecessary navel-gazing, theoretical, fluffy stuff that frankly gets in the way of you taking action. Because here's what I know. Streamlined Focus content means you get into action faster and you get new clients faster. That is how I serve you at the highest level. Now, I will tell you, if you are not willing to get into action, then regardless of how delightfully I've streamlined everything for you, this course won't help. But if you're willing to implement what I teach you, the scripts, the emails, everything that I give you, if you're willing to commit to getting into action, then enroll. You're going to be awesome. This is going to be huge for your business. And I'm so confident in how effective this course is. I actually put a guarantee on it. You can see the details. Again, it's all on this page. So please look over the course. And if in your gut you feel like this is a fit, please don't overthink it. Just enroll and let's work together to generate more referrals and more business in a way that is just so effective and actually fun to implement. So I hope to see you on the course. Thanks for listening. And I'm really looking forward to working with you on this new way of referral generation.